Hey, what's up, guys? Happy Friday. Today, I want to share with you the story of an unintentional experiment that I ran over the last 10 days, roughly, where I went in to update my Amazon Seller Central, I could say FBM POD, so Fulfilled by Merchant Print on Demand products. So I didn't touch my FBA products. I just went in to increase the prices of my Gear Bubble Fulfilled Print on Demand products, okay? Because they had increased their prices recently to kind of absurd levels, but at the same time, I mean, I don't want to delete my products, right? Because if people want to pay me what I'm charging, hey, I'll take your money. But I got to make sure that I'm making a profit as well, and especially that I'm not losing money. So I went in and updated all of the pricing, and I didn't include any values under handling time. And I inadvertently reset the handling time of pretty much all of my FBM products on my Seller Central account to 1 day. Okay, which by the way is a nice, quick, easy way to get yourself in a lot of trouble. It appears that I have dodged a bullet and will not be getting in trouble. Of course, I'm knocking on wood over here because I mean, I don't want to, you never say never, right? But I certainly did have that like bright yellow warning in my Seller Central account over the last couple days until I fixed the issue, saying, hey, you've got too many like orders that need to be shipped out yesterday. You know, why aren't they shipped out yet? But this experiment also kind of showed me if we have a 1 day turnaround in handling time on our listings for, you know, I had it for about 10 days because I was in Miami and then I came back and then I didn't fix it for another like day or two. What really, you know, what kind of sales increase, if any, will we see? And that's what I'm going to reveal to you in this video, as well as how to kind of fix this stuff and how to treat this in general, because handling time is something that we have to take into account on every platform, not just Amazon, because it's going to affect our account health to make sure that we get the orders out in time. So we're going to talk about all that in this video. Let's get started. Quick reminder, in the description, I've got a link to my print on demand giveaway. It's free to enter and 2 winners are going to be randomly selected and awarded their prizes this Sunday. I've also got a link to my free print on demand mini course delivered via email. All I need is your email address and I'll send you 1 lesson a day for 8 days. And in the description, I've got a link to my print on demand Facebook community. I'd love to have you there. All right, so we're talking about handling time on our Amazon products. Now, we're not talking about Amazon merch products, which are fulfilled by Amazon in their merch facilities, and they are Prime eligible, so they automatically get the little Prime badge and they get 1 to 2 day shipping. We're not talking about those. We're not talking about normal FBA products either. We are talking specifically about FBM, fulfilled by merchant. And when you are fulfilling your own orders, pretty much on every platform that you can sell on, they want to know from the time the order takes place, how long do you need until it is shipped out, okay? Because they want to set an expectation, and a reasonable expectation in the customer's mind, of when they're going to get the product that they just ordered. And it's basically, the equation is, you know, handling time plus shipping time, okay? So then they can kind of estimate. And you see Amazon is doing it up here behind me. If you purchase this product, and this is one listing, I just searched for like Mother's Day coffee mug, and I was surprised. There was a ton of FBA coffee mugs for Mother's Day. I guess I shouldn't be surprised though, because it's coming around the corner and they're going to be selling like crazy. So, but there was like, I had to go to like page 7 before I could, you know, easily find some non-Prime eligible coffee mugs. But anyways, you can see there that they are estimating that it's going to take roughly, you know, it looks like 2 weeks to get this mug to the customer on average. Or if you select and you pay more for faster delivery, roughly 7 or 8 days to get this mug. So that is, you know, not very fast, and it certainly is going to impact your sales more than I anticipated, actually, because I remember years ago, and things do change over time, but being in Facebook groups with other print-on-demand sellers, specifically in the Gear Bubble Facebook group, and people talking about extending your handling times to like, you know, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 days to keep your account safe. And of course, like, these are variable fulfillment times, and these really correlate with how long it takes our fulfillment partner, which the two that I use are Gear Bubble and Printful, because not many of them have Seller Central integrations, how long it takes them from when the order takes place and their software sees our order for them to actually like process it, fulfill it, and ship it out from their facility. The faster they can do it, the better for us. Maybe Gear Bubble will even pick up their, you know, fulfillment speed, because maybe people will switch away from using them after their recent price increases, because they sell like $12 coffee mugs, base cost. You know what I mean? So I had to increase the prices of like my 15-ounce black coffee mugs to $22. It's absurd, right? But anyways, I did a separate video on that. So this is where we set the handling time in Seller Central. If you edit your product listing, you can scroll down, and I believe it's under the offer tab, and you should be able to scroll down and see condition, condition note, max order quantity, and then boom, handling time. That's the one that we're looking for. The numeric value you provide here represents the number of days from when the order takes place to when, max number of days it's going to take for it to get shipped out. And of course, it is a little bit of a guesstimation. We have data. Well, if you've ever made sales, you should have data. And of course, again, it can fluctuate and change over time. This is why joining a Facebook community like the one that I've got linked in the description, not a bad idea, because you guys can collaborate on how long it's taking all of the production partners, right? Because you're not restricted. Well, when you do Seller Central, you're kind of restricted. But if you're doing like Etsy or something, lots of options. So you can work with each other and say, hey, how long has it been taking for them to for insert production partner to fulfill t-shirts or coffee mugs? Truly, the product types tend to matter as well, because they may be fulfilled at different facilities and whatnot. So it's something you kind of got to get a feel for. There's a couple ways to go about this though, guys. Like, you can just set all of your products, regardless of who fulfills them, regardless of product type, regardless of time of year, to a long amount of time. Like, I think if you set it to 10, generally speaking, you're going to be just fine, and your Amazon account is probably always going to be in good standing. There's certainly been times in the past where you probably needed to up that to 14, and that would be mainly in the fourth quarter, when you're really trying to make sure that you get your gifts, you get your products out to the people who are probably gifting them for the holidays. But outside of like December, you're typically looking at a much shorter handling time. So what I really wanted to share with you in this video, oh, by the way, instead of manually updating all of your products, in my course, my full print on demand course, I do walk you through how to do it in bulk, which is a very valuable tutorial once you have a couple hundred listings. Or 100,000, you know what I mean? Like some of us do. You need to be able to do it in bulk using a spreadsheet. So that is something that's very valuable that, like once you can do it, you can make edits to pretty much everything just using Excel and Excel formulas and whatnot. So it's very valuable. Then you just upload it to Amazon and they process it. So let's see. So recently, Gear Bubble's actually been fulfilling for me very quickly. So here's some of my recent orders. One thing I wanted to note actually too is that like there was a nice little spike in orders that were coming through, likely as a result of me advertising 1-day turnarounds in handling time. Now, it probably like didn't get most of these orders out in 1 day. It was probably more like 2 days or even 3. Again, the product type matters. But Gear Bubble is really turning around coffee mugs quickly for me. Like I said, I was seeing a little warning sign in Seller Central. It has since gone away, so I think I'm okay. But like, got to shout out, when they're doing quick turnarounds, that definitely helps us reduce our handling time. And with a reduction in handling time, I'm telling you, I just experienced it over my little 10-day unintentional experiment, that I'm seeing a nice increase in sales. Gear Bubble specifically, by the way, because I had my Gear Bubble handling times like extended by quite a bit, because I've gone through periods where it took really long to get certain products fulfilled. But lately, hopefully this holds up. They've been doing quite well. And as a result, again, it's been really assisting me in looking better to my customers, right? When they see product will arrive by and they see like 5 days out, with shipping plus handling factored in, that's pretty good. As far as Printful orders go, they have not been as quick as normal, which is interesting. Like they were doing a lot of like single day turnarounds for me recently, like in 2022 in general, like over the course of, 3 months into the year, into the 4th month, I was getting a lot of like 1 day, you know what I mean? Like 1 day turnarounds, or even same day sometimes, which is honestly feels a little bit too good to be true. But, I'm not complaining, by the way. If they're turning orders around in 2 days, 3 days, can you complain about that? That's not bad at all. But when I accidentally advertised 1 day turnarounds to my customers, the 24-hour turnarounds would have been nice. You can see here that my orders from, by the way, I'm recording this video on Thursday, so if anybody's trying to do the math on what you see here, I had a lot of orders come through yesterday. A lot of them haven't left the waiting for fulfillment status. And by the way, sometimes you get orders that are stuck in being fulfilled that are actually just due to that, you have to click and actually look at the product type, and you may see like a status like restocking, and you may get in trouble that they're restocking that specific SKU of like whatever product it is, or product plus size plus color, etc. That can sometimes get you in trouble. But I just wanted to mention that sometimes you see being fulfilled and it can be like, from 2 weeks ago, and you're like, what the heck? This normally doesn't take that long. What's the deal? And it's like, oh, it's just restocking. And sometimes they can like help you by fulfilling it from a different facility, like in a different place in the world. But I just wanted to mention that really quickly, that I think I dodged a bullet here. And what I really took away is that I did see a spike in sales throughout this little 10-day span. Fortunately, I think I am okay. So just wanted to share that with you guys on a Friday. Please like the video if you learned something, and let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. Also, if you want to subscribe and help me get to 100K subscribers, that would be very much appreciated. But guys, please enjoy your Easter weekend. I will be back tomorrow with an Etsy shop review.